Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Welcome back to the Kenshi Crabmaster playthrough. I believe this is day 15, and last time we left off in a very interesting place. We were in Royal Valley, surrounded by the Southern Hive, and we were thinking of taking on King, the king of the Southern Hive. This could be a high-stakes one, but it should be a lot of fun. It should be interesting. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. Hello, Maiko, Ada, Zartrin, Scanlan. Hope everybody's doing well. Also, on the YouTube side and the VOD watchers, thanks, everybody, for being here. Let's go ahead and get into the episode. Hey, thank you for lurking. We'll see you when you're free. All right, we just need OBS to pick up our game. There it is. All right, so it was told to me that if we attack the queen and kill the queen and then leave before we attack King, that King will despawn. So here we were in Royal Valley, and last we had our crabs taking a little nap to try to rest up. We may have to move position if we keep getting harassed by Southern Hive patrols, but we'll just see. I was thinking, too, about my strategy for King. It will depend on how much AoE damage he does. But I was thinking, what if we put all of the crabs on hold and we have them like pincer maneuver, one from the left and one from the right. And then when those crabs get knocked unconscious, we bring Major Lee in as the tank. We pull the other two crabs back and we bandage them and let them start the healing. Then when Major Lee gets knocked unconscious, we put two fresh crabs in. Major Lee starts healing. And then hopefully by the time the last two crabs are knocked unconscious, then if King is still not dead, then the first two crabs are out of their unconsciousness and ready to go again. It sounds good on paper, but will it actually have an impact? We'll have to see. Oh, Krusty's not actually in bed? Okay. Been playing Mafia 3 all day. Probably will play Life is Strange for Xbox. Nice, Scanlan. Hope you enjoy. You get to play a lot of different games. Krusty seems to keep getting out of bed, and I don't know how that's possible. I've never had a crab actually be able to get themselves out of bed before. It's got to have something to do with this staying low command. Like, if we tell Snips to move, Snips won't. Hey, Lord Octopus, welcome in. Yeah, but Krusty seems to have gained some level of autonomy. Insanely random question, but if I had to pick between grape, orange, or strawberry soda, which would I grab? If it's natural flavors, strawberry. If it's like the really fake chemical flavors, orange. Pretty much never grape. I wonder if we put down a new bed, if it'll work to put Krusty in it. I'm wondering if the spacing or something is not quite right. No, I've just never seen this behavior before. So we mess up the hivers individually, although the queen's guards might be a little different. Back here, Majorly, you don't got to be chasing them down. Okay, now Krusty will stay in bed. And Snips is almost there. You have 20 hours in Kenshi? Where the fuck do you find these crabs? Down here in the southeast is Crab Town. It's where the crab raiders are. And if you're allied with the crab raiders, they will sell you crabs. Actually, I'm not even 100% if you need to be allied, but you can expect to be attacked in their territory if you're not. This guy here is not recruitable without a mod, the Mega Crab, but the other ones are. We just got to get healed up enough that we can make a move on the king. We're getting there. Let's get Snips out of bed. They seem to be out-healing the damage from these smaller patrols. Be your first time playing the games? I hope you have fun, Scanla. Get a mittens. Didn't expect a live Kenshi run. We do it every Saturday and Sunday. Welcome on in. Need to get a repair kit into my basic inventory. Okay, we're looking pretty good. Keep hearing they're very well roleplay type stuff, which you like. Yeah, I've never played Life is Strange either. All right, Krusty just needs to heal up this stomach a bit, and we can move on. You'll know King when you see him. Kitty, welcome in. Good to see you. All right, that ought to be good enough. They'll heal up a little also while we move. Nope. Put Hermit in bed. All right. Dismantle it. Take the sleeping bag. Look at all these severed limbs. This is the hive, after all. Mittens is all out of food. Let's put some raw meat in there, and we'll move. We'll play role-playing games if they're really good and well-written. Yeah, absolutely. That's very important to a good role-playing game. All right, so we're going to descend down the valley. We won't know where King is right away. We will likely run into other Southern Hive patrols, but they don't seem to be a huge threat for us at the moment. Bunch of goats. Hello, goats. Added a bunch more add-ons to your Minecraft Dweller Survival Challenge. Very cool. Okay, we got a little hive here. I don't even think we're going to get much XP from the hive because we only get 1 or 2 hits in before they die. Yeah, you never have to stick with a game that is not sticking with you. I see Krusty's almost back up to full health, and Santa Claus might as well be. So look for a big metal gorilla-looking thing. That's our target. It's like one of your crabs has an iron proficiency. You might want to get that checked out. Hermit here. Hermit's definitely got what I would describe as an iron proficiency. Still not seeing King. Looks like we got another patrol attack. There they are. Yeah, the trailers are important, but sometimes the trailers show stuff that is not true to what the game is like, or sometimes they have spoilers. Could the number of legs, his size, and general shape, poor boy. Careful of the Southern Hive. They wiped out Hero in his head's dwarves, although he has a mod that expands them. Yeah, I haven't seen any of Hero's stuff yet. I'm not even sure what to take of dwarves. Unless it's a mod that brings over, like, dwarves from Dwarf Fortress or Morrowind or something. Now, King is usually so easy to spot. I think he wanders a pretty wide area, though. Yes, I am in your valley. Would you like to do something about it? That wasn't King, that was just a boulder. Probably attacking some goats or something. Yeah. I guess we can turn the speed up even more as long as we're standing still. Let's see if that helps us spot him. We're under attack. Is it just a normal patrol? Wasn't even really a patrol. Oh, there's the rest. I didn't think he strayed too far from this valley area. Fru, welcome in. Good to have you. I wonder if he comes to the queen's defense if you attack her. Assembled a big storage crate rack system in the garage. Now icing your back and recovering. Yeah, relax after a job well done. Hey, what's up, Wheezy? Yeah, Fallout 4 question. What you got? Happen to know off the top of my head which 10mm replacer mod I'm using. It is the Colt Delta Elite something or other replacer. I would think that would be enough to find it. I wonder theoretically if we walk around while King is theoretically moving around, are we statistically more like, oh, there he is, there he is. Thought I remembered him being shinier. Oh, he's actually got way less health than I remembered. Am I just using the replacer or the original mod as well? I think it's just the Colt Delta Elite replacer is what it's called, something like that. What mod collection am I using? I'm not using a mod collection. This is mostly base game. I have recruitable prisoners, tame beasties, nice maps. I don't think I've got anything else too significant going on for mods. Most of this is just base game. All right, so let's take a look at what he does in terms of attacks and AoE and things like that. Ooh, that's the quickest I have ever seen him move. Okay, so Major Lee is having some trouble hitting him. They are doing damage, or taking damage. They're doing damage to him as well. To tell you the truth, I think they are more bothered by the pathfinding and everything here than they are the actual fight. Like, see, Major Lee can't even seem to hit him. There we go. I'm hoping they get some combat gains from this. Just due to his skills. Major Lee just stopped attacking? These creatures were not meant to fight each other. Recruit prisoners is sick. Yesterday you recruited the Bugmaster and destroyed the entire empire. It can be a lot of fun for setting up like a special kind of roleplay run or something. I just used it. I don't know if you've seen my Fogman playthrough. I just put out the video of it recently, but I used it to recruit an entire hive of Fogmen. We had like 40 of them by the time I ended the run. Major Lee needs to get in there and fight. Yeah, it's like they're too large to actually know how to attack each other. Hey, V, welcome in. Good to see you. Now, King's advantage is that he's not really taking a lot of damage in vitals. He seems to have a higher chance to be hit in the limbs. Where is Major Lee going? Major Lee found a new fight. There we go. And I think King just got back up and started ignoring us. Oh, did Mittens might have gone over here and picked an attack again. Yep. Man, look at that toughness. So King is actually going to be pretty tough to kill outright if we don't take the kill item. If we knock him unconscious and take the kill item, he'll be a lot easier. Let's see if we can get Snips to go around. Killing the enemies makes them easier to fight. Yep. We're doing groundbreaking science over here. This is not something you see every day. It is not. Welcome in. I'm just keeping an eye on their overall health to see if we want to let the fight go on for a bit so that they can get more training in. All the pathfinding is totally messed up. Hermit can't get to the crabs to repair them. Yeah, Hermit won't... Your job is literally medicing. What are you doing? Okay, there we go. Now he's doing something. Major Lee is now broken, though, and won't attack. The hardest part of playing Kenshi challenges continues to be actually getting Kenshi to work. Control-Shift F11 or a quick save and load might help. Yeah, let's Control-Shift F11. King is very strong. Yes, the king is very strong. The king is also very hard to kill. Now, as with pretty much all skeletons or robotic creatures, he will die if the kill item is removed from his inventory. So we might go ahead and try to do that right now, before we end up with all of our crabs in a recovery coma. You can access the kill item for just 20 play coins. All right, so we got a bunch of CPUs and robotics components. We'll just drop those. I would have let the fight go on for longer. King is now dead. Can we steal his body parts while he is still alive, like pickpocket? Not while he is conscious, but if you knock him unconscious, you can go into his inventory and drop his kill items like I just did, and that'll kill him. So now we've got some sleeping crabs that need a bed. Merkel, hello. Hope your tasks are going well. All right, Michael, lay it on me. How's the run? Pretty good. We just killed the king of the Southern Hive. Where's his corpse? Here's his corpse. You know what? We should get a photo. Kenshi Children's book series collab. I think there should be a Kenshi trading card game or tabletop game. I might have seen something like that on Reddit, or I might have dreamed it. No clue which. Oh man, this goat is fucking him up. Get him, goat. Get him. What's happened to your hive, huh? How far you've fallen. Fuck 'em up, goat could be the first book. This one's freaking out. Get him, Mittens. Have I caught the queen? Not yet. Once the crabs have a little nap, we'll go kill the queen. Tabletop Kenshi, your left arm is removed by the goat. Are there many more factions to wipe out? I'm pretty sure we have destroyed the Shek Kingdom. We've destroyed the Holy Nation. There is the United Cities. There are the Skeleton Bandit, or the Skin Bandits, because they're human and must die. There's the Western Hive, who I'm not even concerned about after this performance. You'll never understand, Kenshi. It's okay, neither do we. Honestly, I don't even think we need to be all that rested up to attack the hive, but We'll just make sure we're in a good spot when we do it. Can't imagine all the people of the Holy Nation being scared of crabs instead of robots. Well, I mean, we're led by a robot, so I think they just blamed everything on that. So, you know, it was really agents of Narco anyways. You see Western Hive, cannibals, fishmen. So we killed the King Gurgler. We killed the Cannibal Grand Wizard. Have thousands of hours in Kenshi and don't understand it. The Dimetrodons make good emergency defense in Minecraft because they attack anything that moves besides the player. Oh, so they're like the murder bots in Kenshi. I want to do a run with those. Honestly, Major Lee's got quite a health pool. Nobody's in a recovery coma. Why can't we build murder bots? I would like to do a mod where there is a squad of hungry bandits that are they have the same AI goals as the murder bots. And I want to see if you can beat Kenshi by befriending a squad of hungry bandits. So basically, you can't attack. You just have to let the hungry bandits do the work, and you can first aid them. You can put equipment on them when they get knocked unconscious, but they have to do the fighting. Oh, or maybe give them a contract to protect you. Maybe that's what I'll do. Instead of making them hostile to anything, they just have a contract, like a 1,000-year contract to protect the player. I feel like I could figure that out in FCS. I know if I got stuck, I could ask Frankie for help. Yeah, we might just march on the Queen now. She does have the Meito polearm, which probably does a lot of damage to crabs, but also she's going to be like 1 or 2 hit. So I think that did so little for our stats. I was really hoping to gain a couple levels, because the one that I really don't know how I'm going to get through is the United Cities. At least the United Cities locations that have a ton of turrets and such. It's kind of a weakness of the crabs. Resisted your nature long enough, you're reinstalling a RimWorld. There you go. Huh. We killed the king, and the Southern Hive is not even, like, outright hostile to us, it seems. Maybe they will be if we enter. Yeah, there we go. Let's follow Mitten's POV and see what's up. Okay, they got a couple people in there with real good defense. Do not give you access to RimWorld because you will play it like Sims 4. What do you think is worse? Playing RimWorld like The Sims, or playing The Sims like RimWorld? Their goal is to sacrifice you to King, and King doesn't like skeleton sacrifices, so there's a chance to leave you alone if your squad is all skeletons or stuff you can't put on a pole. Yeah, I was just thinking that they would be more hostile to us since we literally killed King. Speaking of, oh, there's the queen. We'll let Hermit do his repairs and such real quick. Mandatory mod for you is the one that makes the Southern Hive Queen pink like her subjects. Drone Guard is butchering Santa Claus. I didn't realize they could do that. Oh, there's the queen. She dead? She's dead. This area was definitely shock the first time. Yeah, yeah, it was. I fought King with a group of like 18 warriors the first time. They were all like infantry, and I laid out camp beds and I had them fighting and then taking turns taking naps while others were fighting. It was quite the process. All right, well, as soon as Krusty wakes up, I think we can get out of here. It was a great first run. There were so many close calls. I know. That was so much fun. Theoretically, the Southern Hive Queen was built with normal biomass. The Southern Hive is built with people meat, and that's why they are pink. Yeah, see, I don't really know all the lore of everything behind it. I get the feeling that the Hive were created by the Second Empire scientists, and they're like an organic machine mashup, but I don't really know too much more than that. And even that is just kind of speculation. I think we pick up Snips, and then when Santa Claus is awake, we start to retreat. The more we learn about how the world of Kenshi operates, the more exceptionally lucky, yeah, we realize that I got. It's true. The entire first run was a domino effect of a random paladin saving Brecht at the last minute. I know. That was like, I want to say stream 4. So like 20 hours into the run saved us and made the other 250 hours possible. But that paladin felt silly when his entire empire fell at that very man's hands. I feel like that's the type of provenance that only Okron could have designed. So AdMag is held by the Berserkers. And quite honestly, I don't even know if it's possible to kill the Berserkers as a faction, or if they have a leader. Let's make our way out of here and we'll decide what comes next. So are they all Fogmen now? They are all Fogmen. The transformation is complete. Had no idea the Shek Kingdom had so many possible world states. I know. And even like Bad Teeth. For it to go from Holy Nation to Shek Kingdom to Kral's Chosen. And I'm not even sure. It might be Berserkers now. We haven't been back in that area to check. Absolutely devastating supervillain power would be to give people migraines. It's true. Krusty, what are you doing getting stuck inside the building? Well, I guess Snips can walk on his own now, so... Now, there's another group that, if I'm being honest, I am a little afraid of. Well, to be fair, it's more like one individual I'm a little afraid of. But I think we should try them anyway. Do you want to see more things like that in Kenshi 2? More factions vying for control of a place, more ways to take down factions too, like how you can starve the UC by taking down the slave farms. Exactly. Which has kind of been our strategy this time around. We are killing as many of the slave farms and nobles and everything else. We're basically going for a complete extinction of the UC. I think in the past when I destroyed them, I might have left a noble or two alive. You really don't want to mess with us, Gorillo. I guess we should skin them. Oh, they don't even have meat? Not even fowl meat? Although I suppose it's natural that fowl meat would come from birds. think most likely the next group for us to take on are the Skin Bandits. Should you have pizza for dinner again? Do you already have the pizza? Or would you have to order it? Like, if it's already there, you might as well eat what you got. Frozen pizza? I don't know. It sounds like you could use some variety if you got something else. I do worry a little about the sniper bots. We shouldn't have to go near the towers, just the free roaming ones. Gonna let you have frozen pizza for dinner at least 3 times a week. To me, the fact that you're asking the question indicates that you're at least starting to think about changing it up a little bit. So I would personally follow that thread and see what else you have. But eating at all sometimes is a success. All right, so we're going to the creepy town. My favorite kind of town. Right after Flavor Town. Oh, sorry, creepy outpost. You know what? What's the difference between an outpost and a town anyway? And while we're on the topic, why am I always hearing about outposts and never about inposts? Flavor Outpost. That would be a great name for a civilization if I did like a culinary playthrough. Like one where we got rich making food cubes or something. We'd name the base Flavor Outpost. Flavor Outpost Forward Operating Base Gourmet. The Skin Bandits are many. What are their stats looking like? Not terrible. They're a little bit tanky. And not in like a political sense. I have a super interesting idea for a graphic novel. What you got? See if we can heal up just a little bit. Oh, see, that was one of the... Wasn't a sniper bot, it was a Legion scout. 2 Legion scouts. Bit of a dangerous area all around. Maybe we'll go on up this mountain a little bit. I'm actually surprised at how effective the stun damage seems to be against animals. All right, we got a little short ad break over on Twitch. I'm going to use this just to get up and go to the restroom real quick. So I'll be back in a moment. Thanks for hanging out with me. It is time for more Crab after these clips brought to you by the channel. Look at that form. Nice disarm, thank you. Disarm or disarm? I understand if you want to leave and not come back after that. Ah, the secret drug farm. Okay, I know where we are. I mean, no, officer, never heard of such a thing in my life. We... we have been in a bit of a predicament, as you might see. You might be able to deduce that something has happened. Oh. I thought that was my tranquilizer rifle. Oh, I went full lethal. Just shot that man in the face. I thought that was my tranquilizer. Really don't want to die to a rad roach. I don't care how many multiplayer features your game has. If I'm playing single player mode, I should be able to play it on my computer with no internet connection and no disruptions. Like, yeah, if there's a leaderboard or something, the leaderboard won't work, that's fine. If it doesn't track my progress, that's fine, but I can't play the solo part without internet connection. I don't like that. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Mom's taking us to breakfast. Come on. You have to get ready. All right, but don't be mad that you missed out. Sure. What? Okay. All right, what's out here then? Toilet. I got so excited for the toilet. I didn't check to see if the sink worked first. Screw you, your fridge is on top of your cupboards now. Deal with it. All right, I think I smacked my microphone with the chair. Some of these real quick, and we'll get right back into the crab action. I do think we're going to spend a little time unconscious here in the Skin Bandit HQ. It's an apocalypse story told from the perspective of dying online forums. The idea is that the internet did go down, but thanks to things like private server farms and pirate satellite signals, there's still rare and scarce patches of online access. The story would be told through posts on different websites, and things would slowly get more and more broken. And things finally start to break and go down, and people don't make it through. That would be cool. You could definitely start it with like a novelization before even adding the graphic element, I think, to prototype it. All right, let's see what happens here. That's right, I did want to see if we could heal up just a little bit at first. Hey, thank you, V. As usual, it's the GOATs. It is Mittens and Major Lee carrying most of the combat encounters. And then these other three, they provide some support when they're not napping. Haven't decided if you want to go traditional zombie, nuclear, or monster apocalypse yet, because any of those would work. I mean, honestly, you could even start it without knowing which one. Let it be a mystery to you the way it would be to a reader. Okay, let's, who are they fighting in here? Is it the Legion? Let's follow the trajectory. Kind of like up here. I don't see anybody with a crossbow. That is a lot of skin bandits. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's get Major Lee to step a little aside so the others don't get caught up on him as much. Wow, that one took a beating. Snips, you don't need to be chasing. Just stay in here. Oh, that one must have broken arms because he just wants to run away. And who is... Someone else just hit him in the right leg. This time I don't see a bolt. So I don't know who it is. Surely all this being knocked unconscious is going to do good things for their toughness training. Oh, okay, there's a couple Legion scouts here. That would be who they were beefing with. Okay, just go wake up the entire skin house, why don't you? Last Mittens cannot seem to follow... Wait. Mittens can follow upstairs. Need some kind of theme for your RimWorld colonist names and you're coming up with nothing? Infectious diseases. Oh, you know what? Hermit could use one of these skeleton beds. Especially for this head. Look at all the head damage. Okay, we got a little damage, but I think we're still fit to go for Savant. Where we at? Skinner's? No, this is well, yes. Not Skinner's Rome is what I thought you were saying. But yeah, we are at the Skin Bandit HQ. Oh, I just closed that. Hey, Savant. A word? I didn't even get to see what happened because of all the... just the pile of crabs. Interestingly, Savant is showing the acid damage visual effect, but doesn't appear to actually be taking acid damage. Just appears to be dying of the blood and limb loss. Let's just sit here and make sure Savant dies. Oh, you know what? There's a faster way to do this. First of all, do we want any of this stuff? You know, it actually wouldn't be the worst thing to carry some building materials with us so we could build a peeler wherever we go if there's an enemy that's particularly resistant to dying. Wish he had some unique lines for throwing him in his own contraption. That would be very cool. can't believe he's still alive in there. There we go. Oh, I don't know if I've ever seen this, this texture for a fully skinned, like, normal human. I feel like most of the people that I had thrown in the peeler were, like, Shek or Hivers. Krusty may be in a recovery coma. Nope, Krusty's up. All right, good work, team. Always looks like the boss that is worse at working in a work team. So that is the skin bandits dealt with. Have we killed the skeleton bandits? We're enemies with the Iron HQ. I suppose we should stop and pay a visit to Elder and see. Hey, Paul, good to see you. Hope the new year is good to you as well. Frankie did a run very similar to mine. You mean the Fogman run? Yeah, Frankie did one with a solo Dead Hive worker drone. Definitely worth checking out. The whole run is up on YouTube. I want to do one as well, but I will be doing it a little differently. We just tend to have different ways to approach things, which I think is fun. Cool seeing you guys inspire each other. Yeah, and Frankie helps out a lot. He's a big supporter as well. What remains of the non-crab world? So we've taken out... I want to say we've destroyed World's End. We've taken out the Cannibal Capital. We've taken out Mongrel. We need to go back and visit Mongrel and see what happens to it. We've taken out the Holy Nation. We've taken out the Shek Kingdom. We've taken out Kral's Chosen. We've taken out pretty much all of the swamp societies and a good number of these outlying UC locations. Katoon, Morn, Flats Lagoon, the Fishmen. We've taken out King Gurgler. And the Southern Hive. Today we killed King and Queen. And then we just killed Savant and the Skin House. So, by my calculation, it is Skeleton Bandits, Anti-Slavers, the rest of the UC, couple Tech Hunter settlements, the Western Hive, yeah, the UC is the big one that's still standing. We killed the rebel farmers. It's not too much, honestly. More are dead than are still alive. Done so much, but so much remains. That's how it goes. The momentum of this run should speed up. I expect little resistance aside from the United Cities. Oh, and then the way we're going to end the run is fighting the Crab Raiders in a crab tournament. I was feeling like we killed Elder already. I guess we'll see who's in charge of the skeleton bandits, if anyone. Perfect ending? I think so. Haven't played with mods yet. You want to play as any character, give different head options for robots, and remove the restrictions for recruitment. The level and nope tag. So, I mean, recruit prisoners is kind of, it's not quite as balanced as what you're describing, but that's one way to do the recruiting part. We're all crab down here. You know what's funny is this is where Frankie goes for attack training. This might be what raises our attack. Mittens got to 81 attack just now. Did I kill Valamon yet? Oh, good point. No, I haven't killed Valamon yet. We're in the vicinity of Ark as well. Valamon is always one of your primary targets. I understand. It's just the right level of jerk and easy enough to kill. Hey, take your time, Maiko. So Snips is going to be in a recovery coma. Although, honestly, with the self-healing factor, he's going to be up pretty fast. Oh, Mittens. Mittens warped inside. Upgraded skeleton guards, huh? Does that mean there's a new leader here? Let's get Hermit to go run around and round everybody up if they haven't been alerted yet. This one just didn't want to fight for whatever reason. All right, let's see what the main building looks like. Who's in charge here? Surely somebody's the leader. I'm not seeing any named or diplomatic status. Boss is on the 3rd floor. See, there was Elder, but we already killed Elder, so I'm wondering if somebody has taken Elder's place. Did they just autonomously become upgraded, or somebody here calling the shots? Oh, here we go. Elder, I swore we killed you. Maybe my playthroughs are starting to blend together. But I swore we already took Elder out. Maybe it's a new Elder. I don't know. Ooh, even Mittens got knocked unconscious. I think they choose a robot at random and made it an Elder. There's got to be a way to, like, permanently take out the faction. Maybe there's, like, multiple tiers of Skeleton Bandit. Like, maybe we'll take out this Elder and then come back and there will be, like, a Skeleton Bandit Mark II. Or Mark III. Sure are a lot of them. Seems to be really good training. Okay, I don't want to spend all day watching them heal up, but let's get them in some beds so that some of the weaker ones stay in combat and get a little more attack experience. I like this single land bat trying to attack us. Yeah, we'll just let them get some of their health back. They don't need to be at 100%. Maybe there's a mod that can do that, completely destroy the faction. You know, I think Kenshi's got more world states that a lot of people know, so I'll keep poking at it and see if there is a way. You know, maybe if we kill this elder and we leave and then come back, I wouldn't be surprised if they are further upgraded. Or maybe they're upgraded because I killed the skin bandits, which is one of their competition. So maybe without the skin bandits being here, they were able to invest in more resources and upgrade that way. Hey, what's up, Borealis? Good to see you. There we go. They're getting some health back. Skin Bandits was not on your bingo card today. Put anything on your bingo card when you step into a Kenshi stream. Like to not have your skin taken by bandits? Yeah, most of us would. That's what makes this part of the map dangerous. Hi, Rain. Welcome in. Speak for yourselves. So Krusty's going to be the first one to be, like, fully healed up. Krusty's around in that corner to 69 attack. I think they have stronger they can get yet. Where are you? Are you gonna pick a fight? Drifters. They are indeed going to pick a fight. Ill-advised as that may be. Hey, thanks for lurking. Hope you're doing well. Okay, Santa will be next. Who's my bounty to? Oh, the United Cities and the Shet Kingdom. That makes sense. Okay, let's go stir up more trouble. It's 7:30 in the morning, and that is everybody's problem. Do they just get more units every day? No, we're definitely draining them. This one even survived and crawled back inside. Pretty good. Borealis, thank you for the 500 bits. Much appreciated. Crab power indeed. And Amaiko, thank you for the quote. Oh, the crabs have entered the building. Hey, Loki Salty, good to see you over here. Finally caught you live. Hope you're doing well. Well, Elder, it seems you're running out of constituents. Are those crabs hissing? Yes, they do hiss. So, well, wait, did Elder run out with the group and die on the steps, maybe? Elder would have been the only one not wearing anything, so... Doing fine, still bad at Kenshi. Takes so long to get things going. That is just the experience as Kenshi was intended. You'll get there. I have faith. In the meantime, it's all about the stories you make along the way. Like the time we took over the world with crabs. That one's still being written. Hissing is scary, but at least they're not doing those horrifying screaming goat sounds. So if I were a robot named Elder, where would I be? Would I be in my robot bed? I probably wouldn't be at the mess hall. Which means the most likely explanation is I would be on the ground leaking out oil somewhere. Okay. Oh, I think I spotted Elder. There's Elder in the dying process. We're just gonna go ahead and yoink that. Hold on. Don't need this. The yoinking is not going very well. There we go. Yoink that. Elder is now dead. Mittens is almost at 82 attack. That was really good training. I think we carried the momentum on and go pay a visit to Valamon. What even is this over here? Is it a tech hunter settlement? Don't recognize it. They lived a good long life, many thousands of years, I believe. Oh, that's a destroyed outpost. Okay, so Valamon is it this camp here, maybe? It's somewhere in this direction. Oh, Krusty and Santa Claus are stuck indoors. There you go. Get him, Krusty. All right, Krusty is freed. Hermit's trying to free Santa. There we go. Thousands of years of living only to be stomped into thumbtacks by a giant crab. Isn't that kind of like the story of 80% of species that have existed on this earth, or more than 80%? Like, crabs have pretty much outlived everything. Crabs and sharks. Oh, and I think jellyfish, too. Okay, let's go see some reavers. Major Lee and Hermit are gonna go a different way. They gotta go their own way. Mortal jellyfish are only functionally immortal. They're very prone to disease and predation. Right, they are essentially non-senescent, not necessarily immortal. If you remember correctly, ginkgo trees are so ancient that the beetles that used to pollinate them are extinct. I'll buy that for $1. So the crabs are running across the desert. The Indiana Jones theme song plays in your head. I'll allow it. We might make it to the crab tournament tomorrow. It's about time for this run to be wrapping up anyways. 16 streams is already going to be a lot to edit. Kind of thankfully, this one should be less dense with edits, more parts I can cut out, because a lot of this series is either slowly walking across the desert or watching crabs rest and recover. There's a camp over here. What camp do we suppose that is? I don't think it's the Reavers, but while we're here, let's go check it out and see what it is. My pro opinion around what level attack martial arts is good to be able to take on the larger bands of weak enemies in the open with a solo character. If by weak enemies you mean like dust bandits, you'll probably start doing pretty well in the probably 40s and 50s. You can probably win before then, but 40s and 50s. And the important thing is you'll also need your defense or dodge at that level. Like if you have 50 attack and 2 defense, you will probably still be beaten up by hungry bandits. Good news, being beaten up will raise your defense. Martial arts in particular continues to get more attacks up until you hit about, I want to say 55. I have a run on YouTube you can check out if you wanted to just go to the end, because the video is about 4 hours. But if you wanted to go to the end of my solo hardcore rock bottom playthrough, that one was a solo martial arts character. And I think I ended it, like totally ended it with martial arts in the 70s or 80s and strength very close, maybe strength 65. No way to level martial arts with training gear till late, though. You can level it off weak enemies. And then as you are able to beat up weak enemies, you can keep stacking debuffs. Because the way it works is if you have 15 martial arts and you have a piece of equipment that brings your martial arts down 10, you get experience as though you only have 5 martial arts. So you can keep stacking debuffs up to a certain point to keep gaining experience at an accelerated level through stronger opponent logic. And if you're encumbered, that's one way you can do it. You can lower your martial arts by having encumbrance in your inventory. And if you do that, you will also gain strength from the attacks that you make while you're over encumbered. All right, let's see how this goes against the... Oh, they didn't want to attack all. Some nice exploits. Didn't realize lowering the active amount reflected the XP gain. Yes. Yeah, also Lord Octopus on YouTube says there's also a bonus if you're fighting more people at once. Yeah, so I want to say it's up to 8 people. You get more XP when you're surrounded by them. So you get like something like 1.1, 1.2, on up to like 1.6 for 8 and above. And the way it works is it checks your opponent's combat stats, and if they have higher combat stats than you, you gain more XP. So you can gain as little as 10% XP if you're fighting somebody with combat stats 20 levels lower than you, on up to, I want to say it's 600% XP if you fight somebody with combat stats 20 levels higher than you. And that does take into account your debuffs from armor. So you can use that stronger opponent logic to keep gaining experience on up to some really high levels. I don't recommend you look at guides on how to do this, because you can learn how to break Kenshi in about an hour and a half. Like literally an hour and a half of playtime, you can take a new character to like end game solo level. And for a lot of people, that optimizes the fun out of it, and they feel like they have to play that way all the time. But a couple of these things will help you out, and the game doesn't really... It hints at it in loading screens and stuff, but it doesn't really tell you outright how this stuff works. Prefer not to guide stuff personally anyway, so talking with others who play like the good old days is the best. Yeah, so my first playthrough was completely blind with no outside help, and that was about 270 hours. And then my second playthrough, I was open to information and I learned how to do this stuff, and I got to the end of the game with higher stats than any one of my original characters in like 40 hours. So, you know, it's a totally different experience once you fully understand the spreadsheet logic. What do we have here? Oh, it's a Reaver camp. Let's just go for the big one. Let's go over here and take out Valamon. When do I decide if a run is complete or not? When the whole team dies, you complete your run tests. Yeah, so the first playthrough that I did, my goal was to visit every location on the map. And I took out all of the bosses that people usually consider. I did the quest lines that I wanted to do, and then I was ready to retire that run. For my run with Goldship, the solo martial arts character, I wanted to start a rock bottom run. And then we ended up being enslaved by the United Cities. So my goal that I made up for that character was to overthrow the Emperor. So we got strong, became a solo martial artist, overthrew the Emperor, and the cannibals. We worked in a cannibal storyline in there. But Kenshi is basically a game where you have to tell your own story and make your own fun. So it tends to end up with either camps where people are like... I'm going to kill all the faction leaders and that's the end of my run. Or it's, well, I have this story that I want to tell, so I want to play Kenshi this way until I hit this goal. Because there's basically no condition where the game ever stops and says, congratulations, you did it. I guess I forgot where Valamon is. I think Stobe is around this corner, maybe? Gold Chip Run was great, managing to avoid the bounty for being impoverished, only to get lifetime in jail over stealing 9 cats. And that's just what I love about the game. That gave us the perfect foil to plan a playthrough around. And I didn't know that was going to happen. I just had to go with it and say, okay, this is our story now. This is what we're doing with this run. Have some work to get done, so gonna hop out, catch you again another time. Hey, thanks for coming by the stream to chat, and good luck. Hit me up if you want to talk Kenshi, or if you have questions and you want some light guidance. Not even a D&D game master could come up with a storyline like that. So, Borealis, if you are interested in this, I feel like I'm advertising myself a lot today, but I have a video on YouTube called Kenshi Making Amazing Stories. It's about a half-hour long, and it's a video essay about how the world of Kenshi is created in a way that leads to stories happening. But the main thesis of it is that there are mechanics in the game that allow things to happen to you that you have to respond to. And if you let that happen without reloading the save when things go wrong, then stories are naturally generated. And I think that's what keeps this game very replayable for me and a lot of other people. Is that on my YouTube channel? It is. If you do exclamation YT and go to the gaming channel, you'll find it there. Why is the camera being all weird? It does not like this location. Already subscribed, and I appreciate that. Oh, look. A wild crab has wandered in and started already doing our goal for us. That's not one of our crabs. That's a wild crab. We should, Hermit, why don't you go first aid that crab? Can we adopt him? Technically, yes. If there's a prisoner cage, I can grab him and throw him in the cage and adopt him. But honestly, it might mess with the team dynamics a little bit. You know what? Where is he? He might have gotten back up and left already. I was going to take a look at his stats and see if it was something we could swing right now, because I think there are prisoner cages here. Mittens is just like soloing. Is Mittens really going to get in here and solo the Ark? Good lord, man. Are you kidding me? Mittens must have drank like 5 Red Bulls to get that much pep in their step. Look at this. And people ask me if crabs are powerful. Mittens got the zoomies again. SpongeBob, me boy. Valamon stole me money. Most animals are broken in Kenshi. Yeah, I hear the pack bulls are even stronger. Was that Valamon coming off his throne? That's not Valamon. Was some random Reaver sitting on the throne? Why did he think it was a good idea to let Ice Spice play a part in the newest SpongeBob movie? I don't really know anything about that person to have an opinion. I feel like they had random celebrities in SpongeBob when we were a kid. Pack bulls and beak things have the same damage coding. They have the same AoE as beak things too? Mittens almost to 82 attack. That's it. Keep running if you know what's good for you. What do you think? Should we run? I should see if I can find Valamon. To make sure he stays, or he is dead. Hey, that Reaver's healing up. Take care of them, Major Lee. Oh, there's Valamon. Go get him, Mittens. You have the nerve to enter the heart of Ark? That's interesting because Ark there was spelled like Ark the Swordsman. I think Valamon's gonna get back up. I think we gotta be ready to kill him for good. What we can do... take off his armor. So when he does get back up, he's more likely to die from his next injuries. I don't think this will be a recovery coma. Critical playing dead. Well, how about we try to steal his sword then? Oh, he let us steal his sword. There we go. Got caught stealing mittens. Get him. Hold on, I want to enjoy this. Ooh, Mittens is actually unconscious. With Santa soon to go after. I think Valamon just got to be a better fighter without his armor. But he doesn't have anything to heal up. So he's just going to go sit on his throne and be hurt again while Mittens heals up and then... Go get him, Mittens. Oh, Valamon's trying to phase out of existence. It's real hard to kill high-level characters that have a lot of toughness. I don't think there's any acid water outside. That's usually a quick solution. Blood loss KO. Okay, so when the blood goes back to 0... he should stand back up. Hold on, Mittens, we're going to need you here. And Hermit as well. Playing dead, there we go. Peeler may not be a terrible idea. Yeah, we could run back to the peeler. Or see if there's building material around to make one. Okay, Valamon is dying now. He just needs to hit like minus 126 in the head. And that should kill him. I don't think we can build in here, can we? Oh, I never even read the blueprint. Where did I put the blueprint? I legitimately don't think he's gonna die from this one. Take him with us. There should be acid water nearby. We're by Stob's Gamble. In fact, acid water should be... It's a little way away, but you know what? We're going this direction anyways. We do need to watch our food. If we run into a group of land bats or something, we'll know what to do. Entire cadre of crab conquerors taking the victory lap. Victory lap will come soon. What? Mittens rolled the experience back over but didn't gain a level. I noticed that happens sometimes with the animals. Hermit's under attack. As scavengers. Wow. That didn't take long. It rarely does in these circumstances. Confession time. I know that this crab people thing is a thing, but I don't know what it is. Like, I'm aware of it. I've heard it referenced, but I could not tell you its origins or anything about it. Thought that said the crabs and that we were home. Well, we kind of are at home in the crags. From an early episode of South Park. Ah, okay. I don't know that I have seen a full episode of South Park ever. I don't necessarily have anything against it, but I've just never been compelled to watch it. I don't watch a ton of TV and movies, though, so me saying that I haven't seen something shouldn't really be taken as, like, an indication of anything. Like, SpongeBob, you're aware of the show via memes, but that's about it. Now, SpongeBob I grew up on. I did watch a lot of that growing up. Oh, Valamon's been dead this whole time. Okay, his head wound finally did deteriorate. And we recycle him. Just dragging around a dead body. Well, it's strength training. I thought that there was maybe like a big king gorilla or something we could fight. That's one way to do it. Actually, in Kenshi, carrying a body increases your strength XP gain by, like, I want to say 50%. Oh, there should be some good rations in here. That'll be free food for us. What do we need to build a peeler again? One building material? Yeah, let's grab that building material. Also load the body with heavy things and then over-encumber yourself for even more XP. That's the beauty of Kenshi. I think it only works up to encumbrance like 75, though. I can't believe a peeler machine only costs 1 building material. That's like the same as building a small shack. You would think a peeler machine is more complex. That's a ton of skeleton repair kits. What's a peeler machine? Oh yeah, it's the thing that the skin bandits use to steal the skin. But in our case, see, in Kenshi, there's what's known as a recovery coma. So if your character gets really injured but doesn't die, they may go into a recovery coma. And if you're trying to kill somebody, you cannot attack them while they're unconscious or in a recovery coma. So sometimes they may end up in a situation where they won't die because of their high toughness, and you can't kill them. That's why we take the trip to the acid bath. But an alternative is simply to construct a peeler machine and throw them in the peeler machine, and it will peel them, and then they'll die. It's just a convenient solution if acid is too far away. You know what I've just realized is I should keep the crabs topped up with food in their backpacks at all times, because if Hermit were to die somehow, the crabs are not able to feed themselves except with what they have in their backpacks. So if Hermit died, the run could enter a countdown timer to achieve all of the goals as just the crabs before they starve to death. And how much food they have in their backpack would greatly influence that. A convenient solution, he says, of the skin peeling machine to use on living people. All right, we're pretty close to all healed up here, so let's go this way. Kenshi's a messed up world, it is. You gotta be even more messed up to survive in it. Luckily, the crabs are unbothered by acid water. One of those games like RimWorld where you're probably going to commit at least a dozen war crimes by the end of a run. I remember in the Discord, Armchair Civilian, who's somebody who watches mostly on YouTube because of time zones, so watches the VODs, was talking about trying a run where you're just an average, honest trader, and how incredibly difficult it is to make enough money to profit and also feed yourself if all you're doing is the in-game trading and running from town to town selling goods at a markup. Meanwhile, some of the easiest ways to advance in this game are like assassination and stuff. How would you do that? Farming and then trading the food you've made? Maybe making alcohol? No, literally, there's a markup system in the game. So you can buy stuff cheaper in one city and sell it in another city. So the challenge of the run is literally just as a trader, getting goods at a low cost, selling them at a high cost, making enough money to kind of compound the momentum and also be able to feed and protect yourself. Easiest way is to steal everything. Well, it's easiest to steal when somebody's been assassinated. This is a factual statement. Thank you. Don't fact check it. I guess it's inherently ontologically true only because it relies on the assassination having already been successful. If the assassination is successful, then the stealing becomes infinitely easier. If the assassination is unsuccessful, then you have a whole other set of problems on your hands. Doing it like that without making your own products or breaking the law would take forever. Yeah, that's exactly why. Like, I had somebody come in here during the Fogman challenge and say that they were trying to make a living just as a trader and how difficult it was. So I've heard a couple of Kenshi regulars talk about picking up the challenge now and trying to make it work, because Kenshi does advertise that you can be who you want to be, and trading is in the game. They say you can be a trader. They have luxury goods that are just for trading, and there is a trader start. But the reality of it is a little bit less balanced. They tell you it's called blood rum because it's made with cherries or something. I assume it's got real blood in it, but you can't make blood run as a character or as a player. And I don't know that I've encountered specific lore that says what it's made with. Okay, now this is the faction I was talking earlier about, how there's a character I'm a little scared of. It's Tin Fist. Tin Fist is not a human, but Tin Fist, a lot of the anti-slavers are humans. And since Tin Fist is the leader, then they've all got to go. Blood rum is illegal in the UC, though. Didn't know that. Makes sense. Actually, the anti-slavers in general have very high stats, so let's see how this goes. Anti-slavers are now hostile towards me. Wow, they're taking some damage. Booze trader is doable. See, that's what Armchair Civilian said he was working on. And just finding it miserable to actually be able to get ahead at all. Okay, so we see how much damage they're capable of doing to us. Hermit's running around doing the... Hermit was doing Zawarudo there for a minute, but... A lot of these are not going to be flat out dead. This is definitely a situation where we want to take our time. Got caught stealing. JoJo reference spotted. Your Sneak Master was the one keeping your party alive at the start of the run. I think Mortez is dead. Yeah. We killed martial arts Beep. So is slavery back on? Well, I mean, all humans are being replaced with crabs. So it might become kind of a moot point. All right, this is scary. Let's do this. Crabs were always free. You can just go to the park and take them. Oh, somebody's on the harpoon turret. Hermit grabs Santa. Oh, Mittens is going up there. In fact, I might have Mittens hold right there. This one's dying, but we're not taking any chances. Where was Jareth? Yeah. You'd think they'd figure out how to put their armor back on, right? What I really should do... I should have brought extra heavy armor that has massive martial arts debuffs. Imagine knocking them out and replacing their lightweight martial arts armor with, like, super heavy, poor quality armor. Make them basically useless at what they do. If only you could magically make shackles appear like slavers do, right? Didn't mean to do that. I don't want to give it to anybody. I just want to drop it on the ground. Always remember what you should have brought when you get there. Isn't that the way it goes? Kenshi needs a drop on ground button. Yes. There's probably a mod for it. But I also think it's partially a balancing thing. Like when it comes to taking large weapons from enemies and disarming them, I think they want you to have the space to do it. Feel like this game is very moddable. Oh, hugely so, yeah. I have barely scratched modding with it. Oh, Tin Fist is out here. I didn't know Tin Fist was out here. And Major Lee just pecked him on the back of the head. Okay, we got Tin Fist. Wonder if there's a dinosaur mod, like having T-Rexes. Yes, I have seen a dinosaur mod. I'm pretty sure I've at least seen a T-Rex and a Velociraptor. Did that individual just try some kind of jumping strike? Yes, and it is perhaps the single biggest damage move in the game from that character alone. So Tin Fist is the leader of the anti-slavers. And he has he's got 110 martial arts, which is usually not possible, 100 toughness, 90 strength, 100 dexterity. He legitimately can one-hit kill some high-level units with good armor. Now we have him on our team. No, we're gonna put him in a peeler. In a previous run, we were allied with him because he's an anti-slaver. And he's a very powerful ally to have. But this run does not have morality, it only has crab. And I need to make sure the anti-slavers are dead. Or their faction is gone. Alright, Snips is up. Let's go down here. Oh, this is interesting. We can't carry Major Lee and Tin Fist. We'll go down here. We'll build the peeler machine, throw Tin Fist in it, And then we'll come back for Major Lee. Buy a house. I'm not seeing where any are available for sale. Maybe because I'm hostile, but maybe also because Tin Fist is dead and there's about to be a world state change. I don't know. Does Hermit have extra limbs? No. But then again, if you notice these crabs have 4 limbs only. Hermit is the robot running with the crabs. Yes, Hermit is the Crabmaster. There's no Bugmaster, only Crabmaster. We saw to that. Oh, poor Gray. Poor Gray thinks he's stopping the assault. Thought for a second he looked like he had extra mechanical limbs. Yeah, no, it's just the 4 of them. Always feel just a little sad when you're doing a kill everyone run and you meet a character you like. Indeed. Salutes to Tin Fist. I gotta find some fitting music to play over this in the final video. The human reaction being agonized screaming, and then the skeleton reaction is, hey, cut that out. It makes me think of the Velma meme. You stop that! All Tin Fist needed to do was get a pet crab, and then he would have been spared this fate. I think he would have had to renounce his faction altogether. Jonin Assault moving towards my outpost. Jonin Assault to your outpost has failed. What did they encounter? Noble's Wrath Assault moving toward my outpost. Am I keeping the Crab Raiders around? They will be the last ones that I fight. I plan to do the crab tournament with them. And we need Hermit to go in and grab Major Lee, because Major Lee is actually too large to fit in and out of the town on his own. Makes you want to do a skeleton bandit run where you can spare people, but only if you can convert them to skeleton. Okay, we might actually need to get the whole group up here. Wow, these anti-slavers are the strongest yet. Not gonna lie, kind of need the crab merch. Love the skeleton bandit combat lines, especially the ones that are like, you cannot defeat me, I am a million years old. What did Elder convert them to skeleton with? Cheesy old JRPGs? Yeah. Mittens is having none of their sass today. Well, a little of their sass. Mittens has been knocked unconscious a few times. This whole thing reminds me that we should... Well, we have to build a base anyways to beat the crab tournament. But that means we should also try to fight Igor. Major Lee is kind of just getting free toughness training. Great, Major Lee is totally stuck. All right, let's see if Hermit can run in this time. Majorly stuck. Yeah. You mean it's locked? Hermit knocked Santa Claus off the mountain. Okay, let's drop Major Lee. So I think these are the assaults attacking what is supposedly my outpost. Which, come to think of it, we need to dismantle that and get our building material back. That is some crazy wear on your dude. Oh, it's not bad. He's a P4. So he only has 150 across the board. We have been, like, into the, like, 70s or 80s. Oh, honestly, Santa's healing up fast. I forget how quickly the animals recover when they're in recovery comas. Looks like there is an assault advancing this way. See if we can find them. Time for you to get some rest. Have a good one, Borealis. Feel better. Hope your headache goes away. Thanks for hanging with us. They added a multiplier because sometimes it took way too long for them to wake back up. In this case, it works to our advantage. Whatever this assault is, it's like it keeps getting close and then getting stuck on the pathfinding. I feel like I'm not seeing anybody. Is that them? That's anti-slavers. Maybe that's who it's showing me? Yeah, I guess it is anti-slavers. Well, we should finish the job. I don't think we have to worry about trying to get the Igor attack now. I think when we eventually set up a base, it'll happen either way. New Crabtown. Noble's Wrath... Wait. Noble's Wrath Assault has arrived at your outpost. Could be a tough one with their armor. So where are they considering my outpost? All right. Let's see what we got. Epic charge. Are y'all going to attack or just walk into them? Like, how is Igor there? Igor is there. Wow. Noble's Wrath Assault has been defeated. It's surprising that they claim that while Igor is still alive. Okay, Hermit. Go pick up Igor. Pretty sure a single person's not an assault anymore. It is when it's Igor. Micromanaging the crabs would make them do some more damage, but that seems like something you wouldn't want to do. I try to play a balance. If it's not working as I expect, I will micro them a little bit, but mostly I just let them kind of have at it. Oh, this is the war leader now that Igor is gone? Fields run red in the blood of failed society. We're trapped in the belly of this infernal beast. The beast is bleeding to death. Igor, by the way, another one of the toughest characters in the game. I mean, it took him so long to bleed to death, even with 3 limbs missing. Igor having a run through the car wash. Okay, so, you know what we should do? Oh, we should disassemble the peeler first of all. We should go back by and check out Iron HQ just to see what the state of it is before we move on to other parts of the world. Yeah, that toughness is no joke, but also the attack. Plus the armor and the weapon. I love that I've got the PC that I do, and I'm getting 38 FPS on this game right now. Never change, Kenshi. Game's been out for like 7 years. Still runs like this. Game truly purrs with efficiency. Purrs like a happy crab. There's probably a bar somewhere called the Happy Crab, right? Somewhere on a beach. Maybe they serve crab rolls or crab chowder. It's increasing your PC's toughness. Why, this is my strongest opponent yet. Kenshi's engine was outdated when it launched. Yeah, so I have heard. It's truly magical. Some of the best games run on, like, a Wish. With terrible bugs and poor performance, yet they're awesome. Kenshi was 2 generations outdated when it launched. I mean... It could have been a AAA title in, like, 2007. This is no hate, though. I love the game. And I really respect the fact that it was done mostly by a single person at first and then by a small group. The cats say it's time for bed. Well, who are you to argue? Yeah, okay, looks like Iron HQ is just done. You're but the Crabmaster. Oh, what's this settlement? Someone new move in now that the Reavers are gone? Oh no, that's Ark. I think that might be a Crab Raider settlement, but we'll find out. Major Lee doesn't seem to know how to get there. Broken skeleton bandits. They are now in great disrepair. I forgot how much I hate pathfinding in this part of the map. Everyone talks about border zone pathfinding. It's got nothing on this area. Look, Major Lee can't get anywhere. You know what we might need to fix? What about swamp pathfinding? That's really bad. But I have yet to find a place where some of my units just will not path like 15 feet away. You know what? Hermit's just going to carry Major Lee. To be fair, You're not supposed to be able to have this character. It is a mod, so I shouldn't complain. Okay, but now Mittens can't pathfind to there? That I can complain about. I like how my crabs have 94 athletics. Fastest crabs in the West. Have claw will travel. Fastest crabs in the West sounds like a speed metal country band. Or a person with a particularly poor reputation for personal hygiene. We're gonna get to this... Oh, what's this tower here? Ruin Rot? I don't know if I checked this out in my previous playthrough. Elder blood spiders, huh? Oh, they're actually doing some damage. What strange behavior they're engaged in with Hermit. What's happening with Hermit there? It's something that I've seen before with a character that's on block. I'm guessing it's something to do with units with a certain range sort of approach them, but can't quite make a move, and your character doesn't make the attack move that, like, forces combat, and they kind of freeze in place. As stream is going to be freezing in place while I go ahead and take a quick trip to the restroom for the ad break. I'll be back in just a moment, and Pi, if you didn't hear my explanation, I'll repeat it on the way back. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you in a moment.
have a totally normal mind with regular emotions and good coping skills. This is nothing to worry about. Thought maybe shaking him a little would help. Alright, well, he's not the most attentive driver, Commercial, but, he's in there. And that's what I've got to say about that. Manténgase alejado de las puertas.
Go away or I'll call the police. Shinji, what the fuck are the police gonna do about that? You see the meat nightmare hallway outside. Something's gonna come bursting through this wall. I can feel it. What did I say? Okay, this one's gonna take a lot of coughing. A cacophony, if you will. Some of the games you've been playing, I'm just asking how you doing. Stunt jump. No notes. What? Drugs? Okay, listen, I gotta chase down. No. No, hold on. I need that fire truck. You don't understand. Cannot believe I just got folded by a smart car. Let me introduce you to the peeler machine. The peeler machine, well, it peels things. Are we all done moving? I'll accept mild gesticulating. Oh, no, I will not. I will not accept mild gesticulating. That is the last time I tolerate mild gesticulating. It's pretty cool. We only got an hour and a half in because I was super sleepy. I was super sleepy again today, but today I brought a weapon. Twitch, in case your AI transcript spider bot is listening, it was a metaphorical weapon. It's a monster. It's a weapon against tiredness. I did not bring a weapon to stream. You cannot prove it. I bet you there was something important in this briefcase, and it's moving on its own. There's something important and haunted in this briefcase. I lost my right leg. No, child. Child, cover your eyes. Cover your eyes. Do not let this be the last thing you see of me. Hold on. Speaking of fear and hunger, that's what that was. I got a comment from somebody asking if I was going to go back to it, and letting me know that it's a very difficult game to play the way that I was trying to play with absolutely no outside information. Apparently, it's got a reputation for that. I may go back to Fear and Hunger with just a little more information than I had before. Best dialogue options with that role. Oh, Charisma 8, Intelligence 1. I think you're fantastic. Hey, thank you, V. Thanks. Wait a sec. See, that's what happens when you've got Charisma 10, Intelligence 10. If I could edit in that little tooth sparkle and the ding sound. Okay, we got a couple blood spiders left. You love Fantastic, that's how you live your life. One theoretical situation at a time. Okay, so Ruin Rot is quite interesting. I believe if I had stumbled upon that in my first playthrough, it could have been a run ender. Maybe I did find it, but I don't remember it if so. Alright, so if we were to go somewhere from here... Let's pass by these camps and see who's taking them over now that the Reavers are gone. And we'll start to head up towards Black Scratch. And... But wait, we already attacked Black Scratch. How we're starting to close in on the Great Desert. That's the way we're headed, though. Not gonna dox yourself, but you work at an indie studio. The job got offered to you by a friend of a friend. Had no experience working cameras and audio prior, so you were just taking the fantastic route of that big knob there makes a crazy noise. Sparks come out of that slot if you put stuff in it. And I'm learning more stuff every day. But see, you are learning. You wouldn't have known what happened with that slot if you didn't put stuff in it. I was going to make a further joke, but upon reflection, the quality assurance program that checks everything I say before it leaves my mouth warned me that I might be taking on some liability if I made the joke that I wanted to make. So I cannot advise any further experimentation. You will have to take your learning into your own hands. You mean inhibitions, and I will not release them. Love it when missing items randomly appear on your desk. What's the cryptid that's supposed to be helpful and bring you things you're missing? Is it brownies? Yeah, so who is at this camp? Anybody, or is it just destroyed? Oh, it's a ruin now. This might be the most deteriorated world state I have ever seen. And we're not done yet. Barry's house spirits, so yeah, brownies are in there. Yeah, I think that's the one I was thinking of. Okay, let's head up through Black Scratch, and then we'll hit this market here. We'll try to avoid the unwanted zone a little bit, just because I don't feel like stopping and healing after fighting a bunch of beak things. Gonna go outside and scream at the trees to get your stuff back. So that was probably another little town that was destroyed. I don't know, it's starting to look like Crab is the peak predator of this realm. What are these, grass pirates? Indeed, and they're hungry. Probably because there's no societies around here. Meanwhile, we're living the high life and eating ancient Nutra rations. I legitimately was getting 20 frames per second just now. I love the way they pop back up when they're done being unconscious. I wish I woke back up with that sort of energy. Welcome to my Kenshi slideshow. Rations should have spoiled 90 times over. Are there no microbes in this world? I mean, maybe it's like honey or something. Or Twinkies. So Black Scratch actually seems largely unbothered by our shenanigans. It's still patrolled by tech hunters, and nothing about it seems changed. Look at that unsuspecting populace. They may not have a reason to be suspecting because we already thoroughly killed this town, and I just don't think it gets world state changes, at least not from being attacked directly. What is happening over here? Slave traders and grass pirates, it looks like. Majorly just marching through it all. Scavengers, yep. Okay, let's go by this market. There may be a noble there. And then I say we spiral in and close in on Hang. Wiping out the nobles and farms in various locations as we go. Yeah, I'm thinking it quite possible that I don't think we're going to finish up with the UC tonight, but I think first part of stream tomorrow we could take out the UC, put up a base, get the crab tournament going. I don't know how long the crab tournament process takes, but that could actually be our finish line for the run tomorrow, leaving a new run to start the weekend after that. UC is such a big undertaking. So they have, what, 9 nobles? And I think we've already taken out 2. The perennial problem with the UC is their turrets. Oh, and the slave traders, I guess. See if we can get Mittens to go assault crab again. Clean up the turrets on the walls. Captain Igor fell, but we won't. Good luck with that. This is interesting. Why is the noble guard in the noble's bed, and then the noble is in a common soldier's bed? Did we walk into a bit of a mutiny here? Spicing things up. Leave my abode at once, peasant. How about no? Let's see if we can get Hermit to aggro the slave master. Kill it, guards! Oh, so the slave master doesn't... Oh, there we go. I was gonna say he doesn't do his own fighting. Okay, we have something for this. It's not actually gonna kill him. He's auto-fainting. Oh, Mittens got outside. Very good. Now, if anybody else wakes back up, he should also... You mean out of trading range? Anybody else around here playing dead? No, most of them aren't playing. This one is. There we go. Oh, the Slave Master still is playing dead. All right, you leave me no choice. Peeler, 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 peeler. Peeler emote when we do need a peeler emote. Time to make sure he ain't playing anymore exactly. Have one half of the peeler as an animated emote and sandwich things between two of them. I don't know how many animated emote slots I have, but that is a great idea. Peeler, 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 peeler. He's honestly lived way longer than I expected. We have a Jonian assault moving toward the outpost. I guess we have more people who want to go in. Unconscious for 7,000 seconds. All right, where's this so-called assault? It's coming from that way? Come on, I don't have forever here. They're moving, though. They're going to get here. A peeler? I barely know her. That one's for you, Lady Sugi. Your time is coming. Ah, yes. Our assault is almost upon us. Watch it draw near. The crabs, they bristle in anticipation. Oh, is that them? Oh, anti-slavers. I didn't realize the Jonian assault was anti-slavers. Okay, so we'll actually be beaten up a little bit, but it's all right. I thought Jonian was the United Cities. I guess maybe they don't send you anymore. Tin Fist was a hero. Tin Fist always will be a hero. But the anti-slavers won't stop fighting. For Tin Fist. Technically, we lose this fight. Can you imagine if the game glitched and put Hermit in the peeler machine? Yeah, the anti-slavers are a tough faction. Someday the fighting will stop. One somehow, even though everyone was down for a bit, I mean, that remains to be seen, but it's mostly down to how ridiculously powerful the self-healing of animals is. Like Major Lee's about to get back up. Long's defense being 91. That's why I said though I don't mind the combat experience. Honestly, I should have been taking their healing supplies. Probably time to run around and do that. Really good training. I just want to try to get a little control of this situation. Mittens wasn't up for very long. Oh, took a leg off. This one keeps catching us stealing. Hermit, if you're not... Oh, you're on hold. Hermit being on hold probably didn't help too much because he wasn't going around patching everybody up. Let's do the bit for the bot for emotional damage because of these dad jokes. You know, the funny thing is, though, you control when you press that button. And that's not a you, like you specifically. That is everybody who clicks the dad joke button and then goes, oh, that was so painful. Yeah, okay, so we got some recovery comas. Cringe is love, cringe is life. Snip's toughness has gone up a little bit, and Major Lee has gone up 1 or 2. Santa's toughness does not seem to be going up all that much, and I don't know why. Santa and Krusty still hanging at the lower end. Anti-Slaver came back without an arm and attacked us. Oh man, this is maybe the most haunting image I have ever seen. Him just floating there. I think Major Lee's about to lose this fight. Who is this? Hot longs. All right, get mittens up then. Mittens isn't doing any better. There we go. Oh, and that was with no healing. Let's take this weapon off of you. Toughness has got to be getting up there. No. Barely into 81. Melee defense, though. For all the good it does. Crab knows only the wilds. The bedroll is our only true comfort. This is the advantage of high toughness right here. 99 toughness. They are so difficult to kill. You know what? Let's clean up after ourselves. Oh, there's an elite hunter assault on the way. Taking as much crab as you can, now you must turn it into dreams. Have fun with that. Thank you for hanging with us, Maiko. Get some good rest. Frankie, what's up, Raiders? How you doing? Frankie, what was the run today? Very good to have you. Go ahead and get you a shout out. Y'all, I say it a lot, But if you're here for Kenshi and you like Kenshi, check out Frankie was here, who does a variety of challenge runs on stream as well as guides and challenge run VODs on YouTube. Finished off a UWE run. Very cool. So Raiders, welcome in. I'm Ed Noctum. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch and YouTube. We do both platforms simultaneously, and I make videos on YouTube. Today we're doing the Crabmaster run, where Hermit is the Crabmaster, who is not allowed to engage in combat, but is raising an army of crabs that he cares for to eliminate all the human factions in the game. Today we killed King and Queen of the Southern Hive. We killed Tin Fist. We killed Valamon. We killed some slave master. Trying to think if there was anybody else important in there. Probably. We've done a lot of killing today. Okay, Blood Raiders. So, Frankie, if you'd like to talk about yourself, feel free to. Also, if you got to get out of here, I know it's a little later than both of us tend to stream. So, if you got to head out, if you got to eat or take care of the pup or anything like that, feel free to. Who's the handsome fellow in the peeler right now? This is Paste, an anti-slaver. So, since we killed Tin Fist, sometimes when we put down a peeler machine, we get anti-slaver raid. And turns out they are very, very tough opponents. One of the only opponents so far at this level who have knocked out all of our members, including the Mega Crab. Good training, though. Most of our stats are in the at least 70s or high 60s to 90s. So it's very hard for us to level up at this point, so I'm okay with fighting the high-level opponents. We're about healed up, and where is this assault? 57 minutes, 52 minutes, 46 minutes. I'm curious to see this elite hunter assault, and then we can move on. Gotta go make dinner. Have a good one, Frankie. Thank you for the raid and all of the support. Kenshi fans, definitely check out Frankie sometime. Are you part of the assault? No, you're just a grass pirate. Hey, Happy New Year to you, Brian. Hope you're well. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate that. 17 months now.
Happy New Year, Not Hype.
Hope things are going well for you. I know you've made some progress in your challenge runs and such here lately. Actually not seeing the Hunter Assault. It keeps kind of resetting its time, so I don't think it's actually on the way. We're just going to go ahead and close up shop here. I thought it happened for a moment, but that was just a grass pirate. Things are well, challenge runs are going, but you're kind of running out of ideas. I totally sympathize. The content grind is relentless and never-ending. It demands fresh blood, and by blood I mean ideas. By blood I mean silly little difficult ways to play a game. Brain Blood. Now, you know that's either a metal band or a horror B movie. Okay, we have what I believe is a slave farm up here. Yeah. And by taking out the slave farms, we weaken the supply lines of the United Cities and make them more susceptible to attack. Hey, Danny, hope you're doing well. By weakening the UC, you make slavery less of an issue and starvation more of an issue. Feel like you've done almost everything there is to do in Elden Ring. Could return to other FromSoft games or maybe branch out into other franchises and return to Souls games when competitive opportunities arise. Not really sure. So I guess the question that I would encourage you to ask yourself, and it's not an A or a B, it can be some of both, but try to figure out the ratio, is like, are you interested in runs for content that are good for growth? Or are you interested in finding new challenging ways that are most fun to you? And clearly, the ideal is, well, gee, I'd like something that'll help me grow and is the most fun playthrough I've ever done. But just when you think about what to explore from there, you know, are you looking more for content ideas or are you looking more to push your own gameplay? Doing pretty good. How goes the crabbing today? We're making enormous progress. Is there a beak thing attack? There is a beak thing attack happening on the other side. Imagine being this farm right now. I'm inside your head. You've been debating that recently because those two things are sometimes mutually exclusive. Well, if you ever want to talk over content, streaming, content off of stream like YouTube and Reels and that sort of stuff, feel free to shoot me a DM. I am always open. And to be honest, I've been meaning to... Well, I've made the skeleton of it. I have an idea for a Discord server that is for streamers who also do outside content creation. And I just need to find some time to get to work on that and then start by inviting some friends into the fold. You'll be punished. Get 'em, Snips. Let me show you why they call me Snips. "100% you'd be interested." Yeah, I've been trying to balance like streaming and life changes and making content because of the YouTube stuff has been doing pretty well for me. I just need to be better disciplined about my time, and then I can do more of those activities that I want to do. Okay, Snips is a little stuck. Get Snips down from there. And let's go see who's inside the noble house. But yeah, even without the Discord server or whatever, feel free to shoot me a DM. What's so noble about this house? I don't see anybody in it. Nice. Well, I came here to kill nobles. And I'm all out of nobles. Out on a walk? Fighting off the beak things? They wear brightly colored robes, so they shouldn't be hard to find. Ah. See? Slave Mistress Wren, brightly colored robes, what'd I say? Go Mittens, go, go Mittens. Headshot. 204 plus 12 damage for a total of 216. Immediate death. No fooling around, no peeler machines, no finding a body of acid water to dip her in. Immediate finisher. And with that, honestly, I think that's going to be an amazing time to wrap up. We'll snooze these ads so we can get you out of here before it. But what a great stream. Thank you, everybody who has been a part of it and continues to show up and support the Kenshi and other series. Just a reminder, my videos are out on YouTube now. My Kenshi Fogman Rehabilitation, the full edited playthrough is out as one mega video. The Fallout New Vegas scavenger run, that's out as a video, and I've got plenty more on the way, as well as VOD playlists for all of this stuff. If you like the content and you'd like to see more when I'm not online, I will be back tomorrow for some more Kenshi about the same time between 6 and 7 Eastern. I look forward to seeing you then for what could possibly be the conclusion of the Crabmaster Challenge. Thanks for being here. All right, and as usual, we're going to close YouTube first. YouTube, thank you for being here. Whether you were here live or you caught the VOD, I appreciate you, and I hope you enjoyed this installment of the Kenshi Crabmaster Challenge as much as I have. I hope to see you for another one, or maybe to check out one of the videos we have on the channel. But either way, until that happens...